Hello everyone, Sven here once again, coming at you with a Paladin deck list for Hearthstone. I'm very excited to do this one because this is my main deck that I play. I play a lot of Paladin in Hearthstone. I'm going to rename this to Basic Paladin real quick. Same rules apply, no dust, no packs. We're going to have fun. Here's the curve for the Basic as we start. Again, this is from level 0. You have access to all of this. We have Double Light's Justice, which is the 1/4 weapon for 1 cost off Paladin. Nice introductory weapon. It lasts a while, and it could bait the Acidic Swamp Ooze, which is really nice. Play 1 Elven Archer. The 1/1/1 deal 1 damage. We only play 1 of it, and it'll get replaced later on, but still, to start, pretty nice. Double Swamp Ooze. That's going to stay for just about every single deck I play, and even with Paladins, where I'm a level 28 Paladin player, meaning I'm about halfway to the cap, or I'm, 32 levels away from the cap. I still play 2. Very nice card, very mana efficient, very nice when you get to destroy a weapon. And even if you go up against a class like Mage or something like that, still a nice 2/3/2. Double Bloodfen Raptor, again, Swamp Ooze without the Battle Cry. Murloc Tidehunter, the 2/2/1 to summon a 1/1 Murloc Scout as well. River Crocolisk, the 2/2/3. Razorfen Hunter, a 3/2/3 that summons a 1/1 boar. Basically, it's an extra durable Tidehunter, but is not a Murloc for the Murloc decks. We play 2 of that, and 2 River Crocolisks. Double Shattered Sun Cleric. I still play Double Shattered Sun Cleric in most decks. If not, I drop down to 1. I adore this card just plenty. Something to note, though, Shattered Sun Cleric cannot do herself with the Battle Cry. Double Hammer of Wrath, 4 mana, deal 3 damage, draw a card. Very nice card. It has definitely come to save me in quite a few games. Double Chillwind Yeti, the 4/4/5 basic, very nice card. Double Gnomish Inventor, the 4/2/4 to draw a card. Hand advantage is very nice in Paladins because Paladins are not about necessarily ending a game quick. They're all about lasting over your opponent and basically just surviving for the long game, and then they'll start winning. Double Sentient Shieldmaster, the 4/3/5 taunt, very nice opening taunt. 1 Dark Scale Healer, which will eventually be replaced, of course, but a nice card to have in the beginning. Double Frostwolf Warlord, very nice card as well, because Paladins have the capability of Swarm, because Paladin's hero power is for 2 mana, they get to summon a 1/1 Silverhand Recruit. Now, you may think, 2 mana for a 1/1 with no effect. That's not great. Well, you always have access to it, and later on there are cards that will work with these Silverhand Recruits, and will definitely make them very efficient later on. Double Boulderfist Ogre, pretty self-explanatory, and Double Stormwind Champion. You guys know how big of an advocate for Stormwind Champion I am, so this should not come as much of a surprise that I have him here. So now, at level 2, we get our first ability to replace something. We're going to flip over to this page, and we're going to replace our Light's Justice, and we're not losing a weapon because we're getting True Silver Champion. Now, True Silver Champion, whenever your hero attacks, restore 2 health to it. It's a 4/4/2. You have 4 attack off of your hero. You get to do it twice, and it restores 2 health to you when you attack. It's honestly a contender for my favorite weapon in the entire game. And this is coming from a guy who's used a lot of weapons with a lot of classes. Even here, we can get into him at some other point, but I have Tyrion Forging, who equips a 5/3 Ashbringer when he dies. That's a lot of damage, but I still like True Silver. Level 4, we're going to replace a Gnomish Inventor and a Sentient Shieldmaster for Consecration. Consecration is 4 mana to deal 2 damage to all enemies. This includes the hero and every single one of their minions. Don't get me wrong, you're probably not going to pop Consecration when it's just 1 minion and the hero. However, I have blown Consecration when they have an empty field, they're at 2 health, I'll just use Consecration to finish the game. But it's a great field wipe. Almost like a mini Flame Strike in a sense for mages, but it hits the hero too. Now at level 8, we are going to drop this Dark Scale Healer for 1 Guardian of Kings. Guardian of Kings is one of my favorite arts in the entire game of any card. He's a 7/5/6, so stats aren't great for his mana cost, but his battle cry is that he restores 6 health to your hero. Very fun, and by 7 mana, you'll probably have taken at least 6 damage. Then, at level 10, we are going to replace our last Gnomish Inventor and the Elven Archer, told you guys we would be replacing him, for the buff card Blessing of Kings. This is arguably a top 5 buff card in the game. gives a minion 4 attack and 4 health for 4 mana. That is absolutely ridiculous. You'll bait out a lot of destruction spells and a lot of removal just to get rid of something. Or if you need to push to finish, you could throw both of these onto one person. Say, for example, okay, so we have our Stormwind champion now. Let's go ahead and try to finish the game. We have a direct line there at, like, 15 health. They're at, however much health they're going to have, like, say, 10. This is all an example. We could throw both onto him, and he will go up to a 14/14. That's pretty solid. And then he still gives the 1/1 to every other champion, or not champion. I think it because of, Stormwind champion. But every other minion on your side of the field. That's a really solid effect. So Paladins in general, they're pretty far and away my favorite class in the game. I figured it was about time I touch on them. In my opinion, they're one of the strongest starting classes to play because you can pretty much pick them up from the get-go. They're very high win rate. I think in total, if I had to guess, my win rate on Paladins in my entire playing career is about 75%. I win 3 out of every 4 games, I would say. And then later on, you'll get all your golden cards by leveling up and all that fun stuff. This is the final curve. No 0 or 1 drops, and you can see I have 11 4-mana cards in this, which is perfectly fine. This is how Paladins play. They gear for the late game, and don't get me wrong, you can augment this deck later on. I've got stuff, as I touched on earlier, like Tyrian Forging, but we're not going to want to mess with that right now. I'll go into detail later, in a later video. Anywho, this has been Sven. If you liked this video, please leave a like. I'm very happy to see my deck lists getting some attention. I feel like basic high win rate decks are really nice because, hey, not everyone could go out buy packs constantly or has the time to devote a ton of time to this game. So if you liked it, please leave a like. Comment if you want to talk with me about this deck. If you have any changes involving basic cards with no packs or dust, please let me know. That would be actually really nice. I'd like to talk about you guys, maybe explain my reasoning a little bit more in depth. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, please. It helps me out a lot. I do Hearthstone deck lists and videos every Tuesday. I've talked about my schedule beforehand, but if you're here for Hearthstone, every Tuesday I do a new Hearthstone video. However, I can definitely try to flex in more days where I could do a Hearthstone video if it really picks up in popularity. Anywho, this has been Sven. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.